Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lefty from 643 Productions coming at you here with a Black Ops Search and Destroy, or not Search and Destroy, there's a lot of gameplay in here. It's just a Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay commentary. Yes, I brought back the NHL 95 theme for the inaugural edition. This is the maiden voyage of Fanatical Fridays, a series in which I bring you, the viewers, in to interact with me and really drive one of my segments. I mean, I am just the voice. I give you guys some direction. Usually, probably, it's going to be at the beginning of the week. I'll put out a video talking about what topic I want to cover. But really, this is a viewer-driven segment. This is you guys. FanaticalFridays@gmail.com is where you can submit your Fanatical Fridays, obviously, submission for that week. Submissions for Ask Me Anything are currently closed. Please don't send me any more emails. I'll try to get a video out as soon as possible, giving you guys some direction on where I want to go with it next week. But for right now, I'm just going to have to close it off. I thank you, each and every one of you that watched the video, each and every one of you that's pumped for it, and especially each and every one of you that submitted something for Ask Me Anything for this maiden voyage of Fanatical Fridays. Now, I want to get a few things clear real quick. First of all, obviously, the email is fanaticalfridays@gmail.com. And also, if you could, because I don't think a lot of people realize this, I want to be able to reference you specifically. If you become a regular submitter to the series or to whatever it is I'm doing that week, I want to be able to reference you. And I don't think a lot of people realize that sometimes when you're sending things through Gmail or email, your real names show up. And I don't really feel comfortable putting your real names out there on the internet for everybody to see. And while it would be easy to use your YouTube names, a lot of people have X's and all these weird kind of words in their names with numbers and all these things, and I don't really want to sit through that or sift through those things because they're hard to pronounce, they're hard to say, and I'll get stumbled and flustered, and it won't really work out. So here's what I want you to do when you're submitting from now on: pick a name or pick an alias that you want to go by. And for what I'm thinking about this is something would be like a Hutch's Epic Beard or the Broken 360 controller or something like that. Something funny having to do with the Call of Duty community or the YouTube community at large or gaming or something like that. Some funny kind of name, I think, and pick that, write it down, and submit that and sign your emails, from blah, 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 blah. That'll make it easier to reference you and say, now we're moving on to this, and this is from this guy, and I know who's submitting, and I can thank you if you've been really funny or you've been really helpful or anything like that. So be sure to do that. Pick a name. It should be a great time. But anyway, now we got to move on to the initial run of questions for Ask Me Anything. This is July 29th, 2011, for those of you that might be watching this retroactively. Submissions are now closed for this. I apologize. But anyway, first question's up. From your previous commentaries, you've told us you were big into sports. What sports did you play growing up, and what were your favorite professional teams, or what are your favorite professional teams for the sports that you follow? Growing up, I played baseball a lot. That was really my only sport that I played. My dad didn't want me playing football for fear of that I would get seriously injured, and one of the first Pee Wee football games I went to watch one of my friends play, a kid got his kneecap dislocated, and that kind of spelled the end of playing contact football or any real kind of contact sports like that for me. So it was just really baseball, travel, little league. I played high school baseball, played varsity my senior year. And then when I got to college, I played college baseball. It was club baseball, but it was still competitive. It was the equivalent of single A. So the competition level was that of what you would find at a single A minor league stadium during the summer. And so I played a little bit of college baseball, and that's as far as I got. Didn't really have the wherewithal or the right wiring, so to speak, to go any higher with that. As for professional sports, I'm a Chicago guy, so I really like the Chicago teams. I follow the Chicago Bulls, the Chicago Bears, as bad as they have been. Yes, I still do watch them, and I do want them to do well. And as for baseball, my favorite professional sport, I watch and follow the Chicago White Sox. They are my favorite team, even though Adam Dunn is sucking, and so is Juan Pierre and Alex Rios. I don't know what is wrong with them. Adam Dunn. Alex Rios kind of bad. Juan Pierre, bad. Juan Pierre is bad. I don't care what you say. Juan Pierre is a horrible, horrible, horrible baseball player. And that's really the end of the discussion. But anyway, next question. Would you rather lose your virginity to a splintering, electrocuted telephone pole or have your limbs tied to horses running in different directions? Well, thinking about this, I was deciding how to answer this. I decided to catch on to this. Electrocution or electrocuted is the improper term to use for having electricity course through your body from an outside source and not die from it, because electrocution implies death. To be electrocuted is to die from electrical shock. So considering that I would be dying, losing my virginity to this telephone pole, I'm going to go ahead and have to say having my limbs tied to horses running in different directions. Maybe they won't be very fast or very strong horses. Maybe I may come out, a little worse for the wear, but I'll still be alive and not dead and not found pantsless next to a telephone pole. That's my thought on the issue. But anyway, next question. Hey, Lefty, would you ever consider going back to the radio industry as a fallback in case you were to be unemployed? Well, here's the thing, and I think I need to make this clear. I was never actually in the radio business. I did host an internet radio show, an internet sports radio show for 3 years, but I was never actually, quote, on the radio in terms of with an affiliate, a large affiliate, be it CBS, ABC, NBC, or Sirius, or anything like that. So I wasn't actually in the radio business, even though I was trying. Now this YouTube thing has come along, and obviously I'm doing a lot with this, or trying to do as much as I can. So I'm kind of doing that right now. However, like they say in professional sports for free agents or guys that are out of work, they're sitting by the phone. Should a radio station somewhere hear me for whatever reason and want to contact me about what I do and what I can provide for them, I will be glad to listen to anything and whatever they have to say. So that doesn't mean that that I'll drop this YouTube thing at the drop of a hat, but I would be willing to listen to offers from people that are interested in what I can do. Again, that's a dream. I don't know the reality of it. It's probably not very realistic, but everybody's got to have dreams, right? Okay, next question. If you had to choose between the ability to have an erection, and he put this in parens, a quote boner, if you will, and the ability to speak with your voice as it is right now, which would you choose? Honestly, I got to go with my voice, even though, full disclosure, I'm not the biggest fan of my voice. When I hear my voice sometimes on recordings, I'm not kind of cringe a little bit, not the biggest fan of it, but I'm going to have to stick with my voice. It has become my de facto meal ticket, and a lot of you like it, and so I'm happy about that. So I'm going to have to I would choose, in that situation, I would choose my voice, and I would gladly wave goodbye to Mr. Wang. As sad as that would be, as sad as that parting scenario would be, Mr. Wang would have to go bye-bye. Okay, next question is, do you have a beard? And that's something I want to get into, too. If you mention facial hair, you have to whisper shout by cracky, because facial hair and some pubic hair is by definition by cracky. So to answer the question, do I have a beard? By cracky. The answer is no, I do not have a beard. By cracky. Because I don't really grow that much facial hair. By cracky. That's just the way my genes are wired, I guess you could say. So I can shave, once or 2 or 3 times a week and still have a clean-ish baby face. Okay. Hey, Lefty, I have a question for you. I was watching Ernie's live stream. I heard that you are a fan of Pantera. My question is, what is your favorite Pantera song? Well, I don't really have a favorite Pantera song where I can point to and say, yep, that's my favorite Pantera song. But I hope you will settle for my favorite Pantera album, and that would be Vulgar Display of Power. If you say anything other, and when we're talking about greatest Pantera bands or possibly greatest metal albums of all time, or greatest Pantera albums and metal albums of all time, if you say anything other than Vulgar Display of Power, you are wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Vulgar Display of Power is the best metal album and the best Pantera album by far. Battlefield 3, and this is the next question, Battlefield 3 or Modern Warfare 3? I think this is a commentary that would be, or this is a topic that would be best suited for a commentary devoted solely to that purpose, but I would say both. I hope to get a computer, and or hopefully by the time the games come out, I will have enough money in my pocket where I can get a nice computer and play both, and get back to my days of playing Battlefield, or where I got started playing FPS seriously, and that would be Battlefield 2. So I hope to play both. Next question is, do you still sleepwalk? Because on PKA you talked about sleepwalking. No, I believe I do not. I believe I have outgrown it. There are still some worries for me because of what happened to me and how late it happened in my life, but as of right now, I do not think I still do, and this is something I wanted to talk about, and I can talk about it more if you guys persist. And that would be fine, don't get me wrong. If you know somebody that sleepwalks or you're a sleepwalker yourself, please do what you can about it. Go see a doctor if you have that available. Go see a doctor about it. If you can go see a sleep specialist, that's even better. And learn what you can do about it to minimize the risk to yourself and to others and all those things. Because it really has the potential to be serious. I mean, I found out the hard way, but if you can do anything about that, just please do. It does have the potential to be serious. Next question is, can I have a hug? Well, if you're female, yes. If you're a male, you're going to have to settle for one of those, maybe just a good firm handshake. How's that sound? If you're a female, okay. But if you're a male, how about just a good, one up and down handshake? I think we can settle on that one. Okay, next question is, I'm going to come off as a homophobe. I'm not a homophobe. I just, never mind. Anyway. How do you respond to people that say your voice is sexy? Do you act modest, or do you say, why thank you, in a very suave fashion? I try to act modest, because like I said earlier, I'm not really the biggest fan of my voice when I hear it recorded, but I do try to be modest about it. And I understand that a lot of you are drawn to it, and a lot of you enjoy it, and I can't express to you how good that makes me feel at times when I hear people say it, or when I see people that say it, and all those things. But I do try to act modest. I do try to say, oh, well, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy all those things. I don't try to be conceited about it. Well, damn right, you better like my voice. But no, I try to be modest and humble about it. Okay, last question, because the gameplay is wrapping up. Last question we have coming. Will you adopt me? No, I don't think I will. And also, I don't think I can, because whatever agency governs I guess that would be the adoption agency, they would probably not look too highly upon somebody who looks to make their primary income making videos about video games. And also, I spend a lot of time playing video games. You want to go out into the park and play catch or something? Screw that, man. I got to scrim. I got to go get some gameplays and search. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But no, I won't adopt you. I'm sorry. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to call it an end to that. That was, and it has been, and I've had a great time, and I hope you guys listening to this have had a great time as well. That has been the maiden voyage of Fanatical Fridays, of the Ask Me Anything variety. Please don't continue to send questions to me at fanaticalfridays@gmail.com until such a time as I tell you, oh, okay, well, next week we're going to be doing this. I haven't decided yet what I want to do for next week, but remember, it's all about you guys. If you send me submissions, I'm going to be doing a video that week. If I give you a topic and I get no responses, I'm not going to be doing a Fanatical Fridays. So it's completely viewer driven for the most part, and I hope that'll bring a lot of you together and a lot of you closer to my channel, and hopefully it'll bring some other people in. Also, if you could like up the video if you like this kind of format, if you like this idea of this segment. I can't tell you how nice it is to see regularly a lot of likes on a video of mine. It's really encouraging to me. And so if you like this, if you had fun, if you enjoyed it, please don't be shy. Go ahead and hit the like button for me. It'll be a great time. Once again, be on the lookout in the coming days for another video giving you a topic for next week's Fanatical Fridays. And then you can send your submissions to fanaticalfridays@gmail.com. And also, don't forget to pick a funny name and stick to it, obviously, so I know who you are, and sign your submissions with that. But anyway, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Just go to twitter.com/lefty643. Once again, that's twitter.com/lefty643. Also, check out my Facebook fan page where you can interact with me, stay up to date on my most recent videos, and see what I'm working on, what I'm thinking. All those things at facebook.com/lefty643. Once again, that's facebook.com/lefty643. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out.